Another exciting edition of Graphic Design Live with Mr. Wade. Today we're going to be learning about a hip new program called Vectr.com, which is a vector-based graphic design program. Pretty similar to Illustrator, but it's free and you can use it on any computer. So you can use it on the iMacs beside you or Chromebook, whatever you want. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to start an account at Vectr.com. That's Vectr. And with your school address, and then you're going to create new artwork set 2000 by 2000 pixels. Hooray! And then that takes us to phase 2 of our project. Phase 2 is you are now going to create a superhero version of yourself. This just needs to be like a paragraph. My hero is Wade in the water, a superhero who derives superhuman strength by wading through freshwater streams, rivers, or lakes. The second he leaves a watery area, he begins to shrivel up and die. Okay, so just try to think of some superhero alter ego for you. And then our project, our summited project, is to create our own superhero logo. You should have like 2 to 4 colors, and you should draw out your name. As superheroes do not use type or font or anything like that. You should use the pen tool or combining shapes, as I'll show you right now. Okay, so here we are at Vectr.com, and you can just kind of scroll around. This is my first attempt. This is Wade in the Water's logo. I thought I needed blue, and I put a linear gradient fade here because, you know, it's light at the top and dark at the bottom. I should have added another gradient. Well, we also have a radial gradient inside here, which is kind of like starting in the middle and going out. I also sort of crusted it with blood because my superhero is such a battle-hardened warrior. All right, so I'm going to be showing you how to do this stuff. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the pen tool. Okay. That's a pencil tool, sorry. This is the pen tool. All right, so the pen tool is very fast, easy. It's basically just kind of connecting dots, as you see here. And Vectr is also good at showing you when those dots are aligned with other dots in the shape that you're making. And then you need to reconnect it. Oh my God. It's pretty important that you reconnect it. And then after that, you're going to press Enter. Okay? And so, boom, I have my shape. I don't like this. As a matter of fact, I kind of yelled out seeing it. So what I can do is I can double-click on this shape, and I can adjust it. When these little white boxes appear at the corner, I can click, and I can drag. All right, so it's looking a little bit better, more Wade-like. All right, good. All right, so we have our first shape. And then what we can do with this shape selected is we can make subtle little changes. We can add color. Go any color you want. You can add a border. I think borders are important for superheroes because all superheroes are kind of cartoony. Ooh, don't care for that. You can add shadows. Yeah, and you can also fade the opacity in the event that this is over another object. There are layers that we'll be talking about later. Each of these is some sort of form of art on my page. And you can push things up or push things down. Okay, so that's a pretty basic introduction to the pen tool. There are some other little tweaks that I want you to be aware of. By the way, in the event that the pen tool starts doing anything that you don't want to do, you can just press escape and it stops. All right, so I'm going back over this, and I mentioned gradients up here. So you're also going to be adding gradients at some point to your logo. And here, I've just added a gradient, and you can see it. It's black to white. If I double-click on the gradient, I can click here, and I can add color. Okay, so it always gives me like a gray thing in the middle that I don't really like. So I'm taking out the gray, and then I'm putting it yellow to something dark. Oh, no, it's the opacity. So I mean, okay, so this is yellow, right? Okay, and then I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to make it blue. Okay, I'll try again. I'm going to make it blue. Boom. All right, so that is an example of a linear gradient, and I'm sure you'll do it much faster than I did. But again, you can find the gradients up here under color, and then once you add one, you can see it when you click on this color thing. And again, you can do it like that, okay? Remember to delete the gray thing if you see it. I don't like that, unless you want it, which you can have. All right, so that's pretty easy use of the pen tool. The problem is oftentimes people have more complex letters in their name to draw, letters that require you to curve a line. And for that, you can also use the pen tool. Okay, so here I am. By the way, if you hold shift, you can get like completely vertical lines if you're into that sort of thing. And then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. Okay, so basically what we're doing with the pen tool here is that we are putting the points where the curves will be. All right, I'm pressing enter, so it's good. This is kind of yellow. You probably can't see this, so I'm going to change it to black. Okay. All right, so here's where it gets cool. All right, so I'm double clicking on this, and then these little white circles appear. And these are called handles. And what a handle will do is it will bend your letter however you want. And you can add these handles, you can subtract these handles, you can change the size of everything. Yeah, so that is how you do it. How I did this was I just added more points until it was like a ninja D. Kind of lumpy. All right, I'm going to stop there. All right, so not my best work, but you get the idea. All right, so that is how you are going to be curving lines using the pen tool. It's very fun and easy and fast to do. All right, the next thing that I'm going to show you about is the use of shapes. Like say you wanted to do something like this. So what you can do is you can go to shapes, click on the circle, then click on your canvas, then maybe click on a square and click on your canvas. There's no clicking and dragging, as you might have noticed. Okay, so weird thing about this program, for whatever reason, they don't have any sort of delete functions, and so to erase something, you're going to have to do something using shapes. And this is called work area tools, but what you're going to do is you are going to put one object over another like this. Let's say that I want to cut it in half here. I'm going to click on both objects, and this is where I get the work area tools. So I can unite and add. Oh, sorry. I went down to undo down here. You can subtract, which is probably the most useful tool. You can do this thingy, which nobody likes. And you can also do this, which is kind of cool. All right, so yeah, but the main thing that I would say is subtract. Okay, so we have that. It's good. We're ready to go. And then we can go ahead and we can combine it with something else, or we can do whatever we want. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this. And I'm just going to go ahead and add another. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry, I get carried away. Okay, and so this is another way that you can go about making curves in your letters and designs. Okay, and again, like another thing that we could have done here is I could have pressed Command C and Command V somewhere else, and I would have created two. And I'm deleting that. I'm clicking on this. I'm shrinking it. I'm changing the color. Moving it here. Okay, so I'm not really sure even what's going to happen here. What I want to do is I want to click on these two, and I want to click Combine. Ooh! Then I want to click on these three, and I want to click Subtract. Oh my gosh! I'm so good at this. Wow. All right, so, and like anything using the pen tool, we can also make variations to this however we see fit. Wow, I'm pretty good at this. I'm impressed. All right, so the rest of the assignment will be in detail on Google Classroom. And yeah, that's about it for me. See you later, guys. I miss you. Bye-bye.